What is up, everybody? Boris Bishop here. With the drop of the trailer for 50 Shades Darker yesterday, I was left thinking about the personality traits that make Christian Grey an alpha, and now I'm gonna give them to you. Let's start out with the most obvious characteristic. Christian Grey is a dominant individual, not just with Anastasia, but with everybody in his life. Everybody from the people who work for him to his business partners. He is always dominant. He knows what he wants, he goes get it. He's willing to do everything necessary to fulfill his desires, and he has no shame about it, no remorse about it. He goes, he gets it. He is witty, he is aggressive, he is intense when he needs to be, and he gets shit done. The second point that I want to touch is actually kind of a contradiction to point one, but they actually complement each other. You need to be dominant, like I said in point one, about 80% of the time. But 20% of the time, or 25% of the time, you need to show some degree of emotional vulnerability. That's point number two. A certain degree of vulnerability that allows people to relate to you. People need to feel that you have emotions too. And that's what they relate to. So that now you're dominant, you know what you want, you go get it. But since you are also a little bit vulnerable and relatable, people want to give it to you. So that is a plus to getting what you want. The third point is also kind of a dichotomy between trust and distrust. Christian Grey makes people trust him. He is very, very honest, so people feel like they can trust his word and that they can trust him with their secrets and their information. They immediately become interested in having relationships with him, be it sexual relationships or business relationships. They want to be related to him because he is trustworthy. At the same time, he exerts distrust towards other people. This can actually be quite the negative point when you think about it from a standalone perspective. But when you really analyze the fact that he has a reason to be distrustful, both in his past and his present, the reason he distrusts people so much is not the fact that they're going to hurt him. It's the fact that they're going to hurt the people he loves. And he is just not willing to accept that. So he distrusts anybody that might actually pose a threat to his family and the people he loves. The fourth point might actually be one of the most important, or the most important, but it isn't really pointed out throughout the books or throughout the movies, but it's something you really have to pay attention to, and it's the fact that he is really, really focused. He is absolutely driven towards one thing at a time. When he is working, he's 100% on working. He has goals, be it philanthropy, be it developing his own company. He has set goals and he's always working. He knows how he wants things to do. He explores the whole environment. He knows everything there is to know so that he can control it to the best of possibilities, and he is 24/7 focused on that. If you analyze his schedule with Anastasia, he sets the 5 work days for himself alone. That's the initial proposal. He's gonna have the 5 days of the week for himself so that he can work, and he is completely alone, working like a bitch. That's what he does. And on the 2 days that he is with Anastasia, 3 days he's with Anastasia on weekends, he is 24/7 focused on her. He knows what he wants, be it sex or her company or whatever. He knows what he wants and he goes get it. That's what he does. He doesn't think about a lot of things. He's not a man with a lot of distractions. He wants what he wants and he's focused about that. One of the things I enjoy the most about the character is point number 5. And it's the fact that he's very, very subtle. He doesn't go around bragging that he has all the money in the world, that he has the best looks or the biggest, you know what, because that's pretty much how they make it seem in the book. They describe him from a third-person perspective. Why? Because they want to give him everything, you know, they want him to be the perfect man. But you know what? He's not saying that all the time. He doesn't go around telling people how much money he has. He shows it with his persona, with his image. He expresses the success in his life and the money he makes and everything he enjoys. He just expresses it with how he dresses, how he carries himself. That's how you're supposed to do it, subliminally. You're not supposed to just go and put it in everybody's faces. He doesn't do that. In the second book, as I read before, he's actually very, very matter-of-factly when he tells Anastasia that he makes about $100,000 every friggin' hour. And that is being subtle, and that is also very, very sexy. Anyway, guys, that's it. 5 main points of how Christian Grey managed to be quite the alpha. Now, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below. Tell me, what do you think makes a guy more or less of an alpha? What do you think Christian is a good or a bad alpha? I hope this video helped you learn a thing or two that will help you down the road to becoming icons. of life.